The sight you just saw is unfortunately what a lot of us see walking around our towns, our malls, and our supermarkets. People buried in their phones with the internet at their disposal. Fortunately, the internet offers us a lot of other additional benefits other than a mere distraction. My informative speech will address the role that the internet has come to play in modern-day America. Though there are seemingly endless number of usages of the internet I can speak on, there are three particular usages that I will play on: convenience, business, and education. First, the internet has revolutionized the way that we behave in our everyday lives. With the internet available at the tips of our fingers, people are epicenters for large amounts of information. This could be something as simple as solving a dinner time discussion with a simple Google search. Or rather, it could be more complex. Applications such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter are brought to life and given a pulse by our networks. On a social level, this allows us to constantly let others know where we are. But on a more serious note, Twitter and Facebook often become political platforms for movements and ideas. It enables everyday people to become a type of satellite journalists and give them a voice. In the most extreme cases, the internet even has the ability to reshape nations in modern revolutions. Columnist Marzuki of the Huffington Post writes of the Arab Spring that the incredible connectivity amongst people that is provided by the social media, combined with the speed at which information is exchanged and its political and global reach, have significantly empowered people. The result was one of the first ever revolutions enabled by social media that our world has ever seen. Second, the internet has profoundly impacted people's ability to start their own businesses. Giving rise to new business ideas made possible only by technology and connectivity, businesses like Amazon were able to form. Rather than shopping around from store to store, consumers are able to save time and money by identifying the specific type of product that they want and identifying that on Amazon. I will also tell a story by painting a short narrative of a woman who might wish to start a construction company. Let's say that she lacks the funding to start this company. She could use crowdfunding websites such as GoFundMe, which other businesses have actually used to jumpstart their companies. She could also be in a third world company where the credit infrastructure is lacking, so small businesses can't get loans by either the government or banks, and she could use a website like Kiva, which provides microfinancing to small businesses and provides repayment rates at 97%, so it's an incredibly successful way for small businesses to still start their company. Let's move on to expertise in this company. Maybe the company requires a strong digital presence, and she needs a website to get up and running. She doesn't need to have the ability to code a website. She can simply use an already existing website like Wix or Weebly and create a client-facing website with ease to start her company. Finally, this woman worries that due to the high overhead costs of owning a construction company because of heavy machinery, she may not have the ability to buy herself an office space. She doesn't need to worry about her employees needing to come together and collaborate in an actual physical space because the internet has made possible applications like Skype and Google Drive to make it so that her employees can collaborate without actually physically being present with one another. Therefore, she can save money on the overhead costs of an office and put that towards her construction business with equipment and otherwise stuff like that. Internet, in other words, lowers the barriers to entry to businesses, which have made America a more level playing field for those not born with privilege. Third, the internet has provided an outlet for better education. Simply put, the internet allows us to have more knowledge readily available at our grasp. No longer do we need to rely on a book or an encyclopedia being within our reach. We can 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, have the internet at our disposal to make our research papers more holistic because of hundreds of databases that fill one screen to make it really easy to do so. The internet makes for new ways of education. One school system in the Metro Boston area, the Needham Public School System, where my mother is proud to be a teacher, has instituted using iPads in the classroom. Students can tune into these iPads and participate using the internet and portray the results on the projector. This makes it so that shy students who otherwise wouldn't partake in the classroom are able to have a role in their education. Therefore, the internet plays a role in getting students more involved and invested in their educations. The internet does not just bring connectivity to all. It brings a level of equality never before seen because it empowers people, putting very powerful resources at everyone's disposal. Thank you.